Hey, Steve Taylor with Think HR and Insurance Services. So, Silicon Valley Bank, they shut down today due to the FDIC. And, it is making an impact on the PEO and payroll industry. An example would be one of our payroll partners, our PEO partners, Rippling. They were impacted, and the CEO, Parker Conrad, addressed this today. And, they do bank with Silicon Valley Bank, as many companies do. Even if your specific company doesn't bank with Silicon Valley Bank, but you are a customer of Rippling, you do need to be aware of the ways that it impacts you. So, when Parker says Rippling has historically relied on SVP for payment rails for their payroll and other products, um, what they mean is when you're on a PEO or you're using a payroll provider and that ACH or the reverse wire happens, usually it's 24 to 48 hours if it's a reverse wire, probably 48 hours, 72 hours to 96 hours before payrolls ran. But that money that comes out of your account doesn't necessarily go directly into funding your employee's account. A lot of times, the way that it works is you get a debit, right, for the net pay, for the payroll taxes, all those pieces. And the PEO, takes that payment for you. They hold it, they invest it. Different people do different things. The way that it impacts you is if the money that is sitting ready to go and ready to deposit into the employee's account is held up, then the employees aren't going to get paid, right? And that's why they're addressing it here. And one of the things they said is effectively immediately and going forward, Rippling's payroll runs will process through JP Morgan Chase Bank, right? So, when we look at how this impacts you specifically, if you're running a payroll today and you expect your employees to get paid today and you are on Rippling, then you should reach out to them. You got to reach out to them and make sure that, your payments are going through. And if not, what's the next remedy? Because one of the things that they have done is I feel like Rippling's done a great job of reaching out to the clients and reacting to this because this is also something that happened to them, right? um, no fault of their own. And then if you look at their top priority is to get customers, employees paid, right, as soon as they possibly can. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this is one, say, hey, we're all seeing this stuff about Silicon Valley Bank, but then two, if you're in HR, if you're in payroll, or if you're paying employees, or if you're an employee and expecting to get paid today from Rippling, you might have an issue. So they've addressed this, they're fully aware of it, and they've made some changes going forward. And if you also look, I as a Rippling advisor partner on the insurance side and the PEO side, I get updates for my clients. And one of the things they mentioned today is you need to inform your bank immediately of these changes because they're changing the way that they do their debits, right? So you need to go ahead and read through these different updates. Make sure that your bank is contacted, your actual payroll account that you fund payroll with. You want to make sure that they're contacted and that, they have authorization for these ACH transactions. You also need to make sure too that, you're staying updated. Make sure your emails are, make sure you're checking your emails from Rippling. Sometimes this can go into your spam or your junk folder if you don't have it, but it's under no reply at rippling.com. You'll see things today come out like urgent. You need to take action on this today to continue using Rippling. So we just wanted to make that announcement for everyone to be aware that there is some action items that you need to take as a business in order to um, you know, basically in order to make sure that your employees are getting paid on time. So if you need any help on, figuring out, next best steps in the future, or, you're considering um, how can I make sure this doesn't happen in the future, happy to chat with you guys some more on that, as soon as you clear some of this stuff up. But really, this update is just meant to inform you on how Silicon Valley Bank is impacting one of our partners, Rippling. And if you are a customer client of Rippling, know that they are on it, right? They are on it. They are making. They are taking it seriously. and they do have some different procedures in place, but it does take some of your participation. So make sure you contact your Rippling team and make sure your account's good. If you have any other questions, right, on potentially how you can set up your payroll and how you can set up your HR and your PEO and who the right vendor is for you, great, give us a call. But again, Rippling's a partner of ours, and we feel like based on the response that they've given on this, that but we're definitely going to continue to partner with them and support them through this, and support our clients that use them through this should they want to stay on Rippling. But if you guys have any other questions about PEOs or how they work, feel free to reach out and be happy to chat. All right, take care.